Hi, I hope you had a great Christmas. Today's the 26th. 2 days ago, Christmas Eve, Neptune, no, scratch that. Venus moved into Capricorn. So what that means is Capricorn likes commitment. Capricorn does things like, let's say you married a Capricorn, their energy is very like, well, we made a vow, but we're obligated. Like they're really good at committing to things. They're very disciplined and they're builders. They're the workers of the zodiac. So Venus moving out of free bird Sagittarius got a little more serious Christmas Eve. So we're going to be feeling that for the next month or so. And this is pushing us towards new commitments in love, money, and beauty. Venus also rules things like art. So creative projects is kind of there too, but love and money or career moves. So all these things, these projects we've been thinking about starting in the new year, this is perfect prime energy for money. And for some people, it's going to be love. They're going to be thinking they really want to commit right now. Okay. And it's still, if I'm being honest, it's not a great time for that. Because going back to someone right now from the past and starting anything new, getting married, getting engaged, starting anything new, relationships, commitments right now, not the best time because Neptune, okay, bringing it back around to Neptune. Neptune was in square and has been in square to Venus, and then Venus shifted right into Capricorn. So now Venus came out of that delusion and was like, yes, we should do it. We should get married. Or like, yeah, I want to be with that person. And they really believe that it's true. But Neptune is at the last degree of Pisces. And today and yesterday, the moon was there with Neptune, which means we're more emotional. We're more sensitive. A lot of stuff coming up, especially if you're a Pisces or even Aries, because Aries are sick of it. Okay. And I'm both. So I can tell you Pisces parts of me were crying. And then Aries parts of me is like, what the heck? I want better for myself, or I want what I deserve. And so we're coming back to the energy we were in last year. If you remember, April, May, June, when Neptune and Saturn both tippy-toed into Aries for a little bit before they retrograded back into Pisces. Okay, so that was the energy then, and it's coming back now because Neptune is right there at the edge. January 26th, it will move into Aries. So we're starting to feel it. We're feeling the last bits of it, but today with the moon, it was intense. So it was kind of like your last chance to kind of feel that stuff out, okay? And we will move into this Aries energy where it's like everyone's for themselves. And the compassion, if you watch any of my videos, that compassion that we have in Pisces is going to go away. So it's going to be like, no, I've been getting the shit end of the stick. I want what I deserve. People fighting for that, okay? Wanting to fight for themselves or feeling like they're getting walked all over or they're being a pushover. And so they start standing up for themselves. Okay, so that's what we're going to be seeing. I just pulled some cards for this weekend and for this energy with Neptune here. And we have the list, which is judgment. So yeah, people are making big decisions now and they're wanting to collaborate. Three of Gifts. This is the Christmas deck still. So Three of Gifts is normally Three of Pentacles, which is people wanting to collaborate on projects with money, in relationships. They want to work together. They want to build things together. Teamwork makes the dream work, okay? And then we have Father Christmas coming out in the reverse, which means people are tired of isolating. If you've been isolating or having to go within recently, people are wanting to get out and be more social this weekend, okay? And then, and I could see that happening tomorrow as the moon moves into Aries or even tonight. People want to get out of the house. They want to go do stuff. I know it's been a crazy week with family and all that, and we've probably been doing a lot, but it's a different kind of energy. It's not as solemn. It's more like, yeah, action oriented. Let's go do it. Okay. And then we have Eight of Gifts in reverse and Queen of Gifts. So I feel like there's parts of the collective that are really looking out for themselves and growing. And then there's parts of the collective that are not wanting to work on themselves at all. And there will always be a split in the collective. Okay. But people are wanting to collaborate, but they're not up leveling themselves. Does that make sense? So it's like, do I actually want to commit to this? Do I actually want to work things out with this person? Do I actually want to start a new business with this person? Maybe you're up leveling and they're not. We're rethinking these commitments that we want to start, and we really shouldn't jumpstart into anything, at least until the end of January. This is a super good time for planning, strategy, studying, getting certificates, things that you're going to need to start something. We're still in this heavy delusional confusion fantasy land where it's not what it seems. People are not being honest with themselves, and they're seeing things that from their point of view is not what it seems either. So they could just be in la la land and coming to you with this big scheme idea, and it sounds really good. And then a few weeks go by and Neptune moves into Aries and the fog kind of clears a little bit, and it wasn't a good idea. Okay, relationships, career or business things, think about collabs before you do them. Okay, and that goes for anything. We have 10 of Good Cheer on the bottom. The 10 of Cups is the traditional deck of what this card would be. So this is, I think this is the delusion. Okay, this is like, oh, my greatest wish, makes me so happy. This is everything. It's so fulfilling. This is like the white picket fence and the kids and the dog, and we're going to be perfect together. It's that kind of energy. And it could be for business too. So it's people seeing the fantasy and thinking it could be something really amazing. And I'm not saying that it can't. I'm just saying we have to be very careful because there's a fog a brewing right now. Balance, Libra energy. This is about being fair. Okay, this is the scales of justice. So people want things to be fair. Okay? And we have people still trying to rush in and fight for what they want. That's been in the energy. Fight for an empress, fight for abundance, fight for the one person they love, the one thing they think is going to make them all the money. Okay, 4 of candles, stability, 8 of candles. So your messages still pretty good to come through this weekend. Still very good possibility of getting messages of stability or home life or I want this commitment, that sort of thing. Okay, it's in the air. 2 of cups, soulmate energy, and a lot of people aren't going to be having that. So Queen of Swords, just like, don't come around here talking about some fantasy. It's not real. So we'll see. That's the energy of the collective. Regeneration. Be focused on living your best life and leveling up and starting brand new, starting from the bottom. Have the best weekend, and I will see you guys soon.